As human beings, we are nurtured from birth through connections with others, and we need that sense of connection throughout our lifetime. We know from numerous scientific studies, insufficient social interactions and connections are universal and inevitable threats to public health. Therefore, one of the main purposes of an NGO is to be available to any individual. Like an individual, an NGO will be weak without integral cooperation with other NGOs which share common purposes. Possible integral cooperation will not only be limited to sustain the existence of strategic alliances, but will also strengthen it into a level where it will lead to mutual advancement. Many NGOs in different parts of the world are disadvantaged due to the absence of required funds and disruption of information, as well as other necessary support. The need of capacity building and operational effectiveness of those NGOs could be ensured through effective collaboration with other NGOs who have more resources. With this purpose, the Turkish Green Crescent pioneered the establishment of the International Federation of Green Crescent. As one of the largest umbrella organizations in fight against addictions, by gathering 52 independent Green Crescents around the world. The Federation shares knowledge via several methods, such as spatial trainings and capacity building programs. In this context, all financial and academic sources of Green Crescent are shared. This shared academic content is culturally adapted with the active partnership of the members, such as public awareness practices, projects, therapy, and consultancy models. Additionally, the scientific proven prevention addiction training program that has successfully reached 10 million students in Turkey is translated into different languages to disseminate prevention in different countries. In order to aid the local work of NGOs, unique projects are funded, especially with the purpose of contributing the global knowledge of addiction behavior. Federation members are encouraged with grants for scientific research and data collection in their own regions. The Federation also ensures the connection between its members to exchange accumulated experience and exchange of good practice with annual meetings. Furthermore, members are assisted in how they can work with their governments to convey public opinions into political processes and how they can be more involved in international politics, such as the UN. Strengthening organizations will lead to touch more individuals. That will improve the public health globally. Also, regional strengthened NGOs could empower the people, the youth and the women in particular, so that the ideas and the purposes of the civil society could gain more variety. In order to reach the Sustainable Development Goals, civil society all around the world should build up, and different voices of them should be raised and fully represented at the level of global policymaking. While NGOs' capacity is related to the progress of civil society, UNODC itself should concentrate on strengthening NGOs by creating effective platforms for NGOs to build dialogue and constructive teamwork. In this way, NGOs could share their sources and come together for advocacy and policy improvement. It is clear that only international cooperation can provide the key to fight against the challenge of the drug problem. The status and the civil society should comprehend that human rights and honor are more significant than the benefits of the illegal drug industry and the policies related to promoting their propaganda in the UN level. In the relation to the 2030 Agenda, to achieve more relevant, coherent, and solution-oriented outcomes, we have to promote the active involvement of civil society by enhancing the effectiveness of NGOs' work.